Good morning, everybody. Hope you had a great evening. It warmed up yesterday. We actually made it into the low 50s and pretty pleasant evening, and we've got winter in the forecast this morning. Have snow forecast for this afternoon, light snow. We'll see if we get it. It looks like it's going north to me. But the cold air that Reg continues to share with us, not continuously, just on a regular basis to remind us that winter is the season. We'll be here for a couple of days, and they got actually a forecast for 70 degrees this weekend. So this is like March weather for us, where you get a blow and it'll be cold, and a couple of days later get a blow from the south and it'll be warm. The news today that's on tap can drive the trading. So you have the ADP number. I've seen 220, 225, 230. Econoday has it at 220. You've got market PMI services at 54.1. It's above 50. I like its numbers better than ISM. ISM got involved politically after what they saw happen to S&P, which to me is just governmental coercion, what they did to that firm. $1.5 billion to make the government go away for being honest about what the U.S. was doing to their credit. And that shows you the coercive power of the government. They've got deep pockets. They've got all the time in the world. Their ability to get after somebody and stay after them at a great deal of cost is unlimited. It's infinite. And people usually capitulate and do what the government tells them. They don't have to stand you up against the wall. They can just take your bank account to zero. And they know how to play that game, and they're very, very effective at it. So this organization is a European-based one, and they're harder for our government to get their hands on. So first focus will be the ADP number. That would be supportive for equities, for the economy. Second focus will be the ISM services number. If it comes in at 56.5, it would be supportive for equities and not so for financials. So this morning, I was hoping to be able to sell the 3 to 7 area. We're already down to 28 in anticipation of this news. So we'll make the first sell 31 to 03. That's pretty aggressive. And then I had it at 6 to 10. We'll make it 7 to 11. Right in here. On the buy side, they're going to 25, 29. Been up a long time, as you can tell, so we'll make it 21 to 25 and 13 to 17 for buy 2. And we'll see what the news brings. Okay, the knob spread came back a little bit last night, but if the markets sell today, the bond will head south faster than the 10-year. Well, they are holding that 19 area, so we've got probably good support 18.5 to 19, and we've got pretty good resistance 20 to 20.5 as far as the spread goes. But we don't see the large institutions really abandoning their positions, their long-term positions. In the knob spread, they tend to buy. So the low is 28, 25 to 29. Buy 1, that's where support is. Maybe stops just beneath that. Then I'm going to drop at 17 to 13 for buy 2. But this 20, this trying to pick up this high volume area right there, and we'll see if that works. On the sell side, I was hoping to sell the 19 to 20 area, but that's gone. So 15 to 19, sell 1. And I've got volume all the way up at 27. We'll make 19 to 23 for sell 2. Kind of where support and resistance are is where we're picking off our points. The news out overnight, Jordan executed the 2 prisoners that ISIS wanted. You talk about barbarity and savagery. I mean, these people, they relish in it. And they film it. I saw when they were throwing that guy that was accused of being gay off the 10-story roof in Syria with a damn grin on his face with a little cell phone that was going to take a picture of the whole damn deal. And these guys are beyond, comprehension in a lot of different ways. There was an article written a couple months ago about the parallels between this mindset and porn. And when you really get deep into the porn world, snuff films, pedophilia, snuff films is where it ends up. You gotta keep going and going and going and going, to increase the thrill. And when you look at the way these guys, to my mind, I mean, that kind of rang a bell right there. Wow, these guys are trying to outdo themselves every chance they get in torturing, killing, and maiming, and recording it and relishing in it. Sick individuals. And the only solution is death. I mean, you couldn't correct that mindset with all the time and money in the world. Hate to say it, but that is a fact. Okay, we got a high at 72. That's where we were yesterday. We were in that 70, 75 area as a sell. So we'll make 72, 75, sell 1. 79 to 81, sell 2. 60, 62, buy 1. And then back to our 55, 57, which was way below we thought the market was going to go yesterday. But that 1250 to 1250, actually it's 1252 to 1257 is pretty good support right now. So there we have it. We have the Ukraine drafting anybody that can walk and hold a gun. And again, a lot of my military career was spent with counter-guerrilla and guerrilla warfare. And Russia really isn't in a position to go over and take over the Ukraine outright. They don't have the manpower, they don't have the money, and their conscripts are already saying no, they don't want to do that. So Russia is limited to special forces, trying to keep the Ukrainians themselves all stirred up. And the Ukraine reeling on their back feet, so to speak. So that tension is there. That's not going to go away anytime soon. Okay, we liked the sell yesterday at 115. I still like the sell at 115. It's a round number. The market did go materially higher, so 15 plus or minus is sell 1. 25 plus or minus is sell 2. On the buy side, we have all these single prints down here, and we've got a B pattern, so I think we can go a little bit lower. So we'll pick up this first area down here, 15 to 25 for buy 1, and then basically 14 even for buy 2, and we'll see how she plays. And when you look at, I mean, it's like a maelstrom just swirling around us out there, the news, the reporting. Things are accelerating, and it's not accelerating to the good side, it's accelerating to the downside. And we kind of scratch our heads and try to cope with it by saying we do live in interesting times, but this leadership void, this unwillingness to do anything to try to hamstring or curtail or eliminate threats. I mean, it's confusing to say the least. Okay, crude oil, $10. Let's go look at the F1 screen. If I can get it to pop up here. Trying to get it to pop up. There we go. 4 days. We had a low just below 44. Yesterday we went above 54. That's $10 in 4 days. And in 3 days, when we broke out from 45, we almost went we went $9. So big move, and some correction or a pause should be expected. I mean, you don't make that. So we have the breakout from 49.50. Obviously, we have the breakout from 50. So we probably have pretty good support, 49.50 to 50. That's a ways away. Then we got this 50 level right here. So when we look at the F2 screen, you can see, if you don't believe volume attracts and is a magnet, this is a number 2 trade in our 3-2-1 methodology. You have a resting limit buy right against these high volume numbers, most recent in the market's memory. And if not immediately rejected, you should trade around that number for an hour and a half or two. So we have selling in London. Was in the 52, 30 to 50 area. We're at 51.70. Then we have a high at 52.07. 52, so 52 and a quarter picks up this high volume number, sell 1. 52.50 to 52.75 is sell 2. On the downside, 51 and a quarter. And then our 50.50 for buy 2. The oil companies have to replace what they pump out of the ground. And if you're going to have an ongoing viable business, if you decided not to cash out. So the really good prospects will be drilled. Economic prospects that show $40 to $50 economics for the prospects will be drilled. Those obviously over $50 won't. So you'll see infill drilling. You'll see projects that take 5 to 10 years that have tremendous potential, deep Gulf structures. You'll see all of that stuff still being drilled, but be done quickly. The rest of it, the model prospects, won't be touched until price of crude comes back. So this is in 1-point increments, and this is where we are on the E-mini. And crude was blamed for a lot of the selling in the world's equity markets. The rally the last couple of days has been attributed to crude. So we've got volumes 30 area right here, and this 25 area you can see right down here is pretty good support. And then obviously our 45 to 50 is pretty resistance. And we're currently at 37. So a limit sell against that high volume number would have you short in the 40 area. We're going to try for a little better, 44, 46, sell 1, 50 plus or minus, sell 2, because the news is forecast to be supportive. I think we can get stops above the overnight session high, and it is a P. On the buy side, I'd like to buy the 30, 32 area, lean against this number in here, but it really may take 35s to get in, and we're going to have this news at, what is it, 7:15 or 15? I think it's 8:15 Eastern. So we'll probably get pretty good indication of what we should do off that news. If it's forecast, it would be supportive for equities. Okay, it'll take about 15 minutes to get everything up and around and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. We'll have news at 8:15 Eastern in 11 minutes. And we'll back after that and see what it does to our support and resistance points. Be back with you as soon as I can.